light comes out of darkness. The Capricorn who does not tune into her fish half and the watery realm in which it dwells can slip up on it and smell decidedly fishy, like Richard Nixon, who was undone by something called Watergate. I thought that was interesting. But peace, peace. What it is, all right, today is January the 19th, and the sun is 29 degrees Capricorn. The moon 17 degrees Aries. Right, at the current moment, or 12 o'clock today, be sextile with Mercury, and 17 degrees Aquarius. Venus 13 degrees Capricorn. Mars 6 degrees Taurus. So it is transiting Uranus today, as you can see. 16. It's not exact, but it's still the same degree. And with Uranus being such a big planet, if you could see me, I'm doing quotes right now. Then with it being 1 degree, Mars being 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degrees around it, so it's the that's already considered a transit. So just the fact that it's exact today, tomorrow, especially tomorrow. I mean, it's just now in general, because there's just so much going on in this crazy world, especially in this United States corporation, that it's interesting to watch these planets shift and watch how things are lining up with them. So tomorrow is the inauguration, and tomorrow is the first day of Aquarius. Now I went into that yesterday on about crowning the king or what have you. It's all ritual, but so today, since it's 29 degrees Capricorn, I'm gonna read a little bit about Capricorn, and so we can get an understanding of the last 29, 30 days, and what the energy was steering us towards, if you will. But before I do that, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, "Don't condemn a dirty glass of water, present a clean one." So the way the astrology is understood today and presented today, I believe, is a dirty glass of water, for lack of a better word. So I'm just going to present what I believe is to be the case, and it is what it is. If it makes more sense, which to me it does, then how could you not gravitate towards and utilize it? But at the same time, it's going to take a lot of reading. And I know normally when I do a long hour or 2 hour video of just reading, it don't really do good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out a way to break it down, but I gotta read 20 pages from one book. But anyway, y'all don't give a damn about my struggles. Anyway, so this right here is what it's about. All right. Now, if you don't, now I imagine you don't understand this. I mean, but you may, especially if you have already read the book Future Science, which I've told, when I got it, I did videos about it. I got multiple videos about it. It is like $200 now. They got some $700, but I'm 90% sure you can go straight to the author and get his book. Now I'm working on a couple. Anyway, so this right here is because I got something else with that particular author too. It's a book they gave me that they took some pages out, and I bought it again. Matter of fact, it's supposed to come today. I bought it again from a different seller, and that's what I'm waiting on to see if the right pages are in there this time before I do this video to show y'all what happened. But anyway, so this right here is the hydrogen atom. Okay, this is what you're looking at. Now, this is obviously, it got the astrology on that. Obviously, I did that. But what I'm telling you is that astrology is the hydrogen atom. It's essentially the study of the electron going around the proton of the hydrogen atom. And what we call signs is the energy that is produced when the electron is in a particular quadrant. It's broken in by 12. You understand what I'm saying? And those energies is just electromagnetic energies. And it's just, and these pictures right here are supposed to represent the one electron going around the proton, but as it goes, it spins. So It's in this orientation, in this quadrant, it's in this orientation. That. Now, I'm not really. I'm just showing you this, trying to get you to understand. I'm not expecting you to understand this. You know what I'm saying? You probably won't be able to understand this unless you read this book. Now, I've already read. I've already done a video reading the necessary parts, but it's an hour long in itself. You feel me? And you know, like I say, our attention span is just. I mean, just you just ain't got the patience to just be hearing somebody talk. I understand. So I'm trying to jazz it up a little bit. Then I got some more. Da, 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 da. Y'all don't really give a damn about my video making process, but essentially what I'm telling you is it is a lot of information I have to give you to get you to understand what you're looking at right here. You feel me? Or maybe you already understand it. I hope you do. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe I don't have to do that. If y'all already understand this, what y'all looking at, then maybe I can skip all that and we can move forward with what it really is. And we can drop all these looking at planets and shit. Alright, so I'm just I'm just showing y'all that. I'm not finna explain too much on it because, like I say, it's too much. It's a lot of background information you need to understand before you get to understanding that right there. But essentially, astrology is like I said, like I've been saying, a mythology about electromagnetic energy, and it's electromagnetic energy that makes the Earth go around. It's go around, if you will. You understand what I'm saying? That is the spirit. It's electromagnetic energy. We live on within a electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so let's just read. Today's the last day of the sun in Capricorn. So these past 30 days been essentially about living through building. The sea goat, the pragmatist. I have no idea what that means. Capricorn is concerned with making a success of life. This could be said of any sign, but you aim to do this more. To do this by getting a hang of how things actually work down here on planet Earth. You are therefore a decidedly down to earth person who won't cling to abstract concepts and lofty ideas in order to justify being here. What satisfies this urge in you is a sense of purpose and of responsibility. You feel a part of this world when you can feel its weight upon your shoulders and its ground beneath your feet. Traditionally, you are interested in external social established values of life rather than inner ones. To be honest, you amass anything or anyone in terms of how useful they are. You assess, excuse me. As your sign symbol, the mountain goat implies you make your way to the summit of material success by taking one sure-footed step after another. You fix your attention on a vantage point and secure it. Sometimes a foothold can be someone else's head. And as you build your pile, you want solid value. You want solid value and solid values. Capricorn will use your ass. With regards to what you consume, you like the right brand names and to have a sense of belonging to the upper echelon of society, at least in terms of how your particular section of society currently sees itself. Like black folks and just designer whatever, right? That's just the Capricorn energy in general. Which Capricorn is Satan. Satanism is materialism. Okay, name brands, materialisms. You get it. However, you are more complex than this. You have more subtlety than to be concerned solely with the outside world and what can be got out of it. An attitude that runs the danger of acquiring a blind spot. This can be seen by looking at the original symbol of Capricorn, the sea goat. This creature is half goat, half fish. The upper or goat half represents what has been described above, the earthly and persistent climber. But when the climber stumbles or falls or just begins to realize that there is more to life than can be physically sensed, you begin to acquaint yourself with that other world of the fish, Pisces, the mystical, irrational, unconscious inner realm. And when Capricorn gets spiritual, it does so with the same pragmatic efficiency with which it dealt with the material world. In fact, at an evolved level, you do not see any difference, as above, so below. And so you come to realize how truthful truthfully useful, and awareness of the reality of invisible forces such as thoughts, feelings, and most importantly, the imagination is that roots and foundations upon which everything is actually built are usually out of sight. Light comes out of darkness. The Capricorn who does not tune into her fish have and the watery realm in which it dwells can slip up on it and smell decidedly fishy, like Richard Nixon, who was undone by something called Watergate. I thought that was interesting. But when and if you are practically attuned to underlying mystical realities of life on earth rather than just being superstitious, then you are truly able to reach the pinnacle of earthly success, the highest point from which the next step up is heaven, a little bit of which you can then bring down to earth with which to guide and to govern. Shout out to Noble Drew Ali, the Capricorn. I use this part. I use some of this in my book, and in the Capricorn subsection, I was talking about Noble Drew Ali. So it's just interesting. And you can see some of the positive and negative qualities. Mia, materially aware, but a status slave, right? Responsible but unscrupulous. Efficiency, integrating, orderly or wet blanket. Alright, so you Capricorns, y'all see this. Y'all know what it is. Alright. So tomorrow is Aquarius. We're gonna go in Sun in Aquarius, and we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day for us in our history. If and when Biden is sworn in, then the republic that the Constitution was sworn to protect will officially be dissolved, and we will be living in a new world order, basically. So, peace and love. I wish you the best. Take it easy.